Well, the Dow Jones is steadily going down, and I think I saw today on Twitter it went down another 1,000 points. And a lot of liberals and the media are attributing this to Trump's tax cuts and the changes he's made in the economy. Well, although they say he's done absolutely nothing, but all this is his fault. But but yeah, they're saying the tax cuts and more things like this and Trump talking too much is why the Dow Jones is reacting the way it is. And I've heard explanations from like Sticks saying that he thinks it's the FISA memo, but I think that could attribute to some of it, but I think the majority of it probably has to do with the recent changes within the Federal Reserve. Like Yellen, somebody who was appointed by Obama, has recently stepped down, and she was proposing to put 3 to 4 different rate hikes on the Federal Reserve this year, and that has not been the case during the entire Obama administration. She, they went easy on him. They barely raised the rates whatsoever, which they should have a long time ago to burst this bubble. But what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to burst it under Trump. And they're going to raise rates because, if America owes $20 trillion, the percentage of like 5% of that is pretty much more money than the country makes every year. So, like, they cannot pay their debt. So, the crash, the bubble, is going to happen eventually, but they're going to try to make it happen under Trump. So then when it does happen under Trump, they're going to say, like, oh, see, all it's capitalism. This capitalism doesn't work. We need more socialism. We need more of this. We need more of that. And that's what they're going to use it for. And people are stupid enough to believe that. And then they're going to go, they become more socialistic and shit. And just you wait and see. This is what they're going to do. They're going to try to trigger it, which is it probably will crash under Trump, and it won't be his fault, but they're going to scapegoat him, and then, to implement more of their own policies. And they're going to say, like, oh, look, see, the tax cuts created this, and that. But it's like, it's the Federal Reserve. They've been sitting on this problem for years, kicking the can down the road. Down the road, they did it under Bush, they did it under Obama, and now they're gonna try to fix it under fucking Trump. Where it's like, they should fix it anyways. It needs to happen, but it's just funny how, yeah, they're gonna use it for their own gain, and they're gonna twist it to people, so they're not gonna really know what happened. It's the same thing with housing crisis and stuff. They're like, oh, it's the corporations per se that are the problem. Whereas, like, yes, some of them are the problem, but it was really a lot of the regulations, a lot of the rules that the government had put in place to incentivize businesses to give out loans to people who couldn't afford them, to hence create the bubble. It's the same thing with the bubble with the student loans, right? All these students are getting loans guaranteed by the government. So they what do? They get a bunch of loans, and then more than half cannot pay it back. They've admitted that they don't even intend to pay it back. So this is just creating a bubble. So if the government didn't guarantee these people loans and give them money, then the bubble wouldn't have been created. So it's the same thing with the American economy with the $20 trillion debt. If they didn't keep subsidizing this type of behavior, it wouldn't have gotten as bad as it's gotten now. And now, when this crash happens, it's probably going to be a lot worse than the 2008 crash. But luckily, you do have Trump in office, and if he stays in office, gets reelected while it happens, then he will at least weather the storm a lot better than you would a liberal. He's not going to implement, or going to try to implement, a bunch of fucking socialist principles or socialist policies, right? Because if you get rid of Trump after that term because of the bad economy and elect somebody who's liberal, they're going to use that as justification to reverse everything he did and turn it back the other way, because they're going to be like, oh, see, we were all fine before under Obama with these high taxes and all this shit, so we're going to have to do it all over again. So just wait and see. But That's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.